at it right now. I'm going to stop answering questions right now, and that's fine. I'm looking at a camera webcam as I'm recording this on my computer. But find that spot and just fixate on it. And just notice as you're fixating on it just how you're feeling right now. Just become aware. Just become mindful. This is a little mindfulness. This is where it kind of crosses over with some meditation. Become aware of your shoulders and your hands and your legs. Maybe become aware of your heartbeat. Just fixate on that spot. That's right. Just start to let go all the way there. Just allow your eyes to get heavy. It's a very traditional kind of induction here. I don't have a watch to show you, so just allow your eyes to blink. Just notice every time you blink that they blink a little longer, or just allow them to blink a little longer. This is your choice. You have to choose to do this. Every time they blink, you just notice how comfortable it can be to let them stay shut. And just breathing normally, just let your eyes shut normally, naturally. And pretend that your little muscles around your eyes are just relaxing right now. Those little muscles are spreading out to your face, letting your whole face relax from your forehead to the top of your head, behind your ears. Let your jaw slack a little. I'm going there with you, friends. I'm going to hypnotize myself while we're doing this too. And just allow yourself to go even deeper here. Is an opportunity for you to simply experience what it is. All you need to do is feel some calmness, feel some focus. Allow that relaxation to spread through your neck and your shoulders. If there's any and all tension, can just melt away. I want you to remember what it's like to be relaxed. If you're not feeling relaxed right now, just remember what it was like, the most relaxed time of your life, and all the tension was just gone. You can put yourself there in that scene. If you remember sitting on the beach, or maybe you like skiing, or it's just a morning you laid in bed and you were just calm, just go back there right now. Let that feeling go through your whole body. Just bring it back to life. Whatever the most relaxed time of your life was, just remember what it was like when you were so relaxed. And you'll start to go there now. Just remember what it's like, and sooner or later you're going to start to feel that same relaxation in some way as it spreads down through your arms and your chest and your stomach. And it spreads to your abdomen and your legs and your knees. Let it go all the way down to your ankles and your feet. Just notice what it feels like as you remember a time in your life when you were just very, very relaxed. When you were comfortable. You were present all the way. In a moment, I'm going to count backwards from 5 to 1. With each number, you can just let yourself go one level deeper. One level deeper, just until you get to that place where you notice the tension melting away, almost like an ice cube in a hot cup of coffee. Just gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And I'm not going to tell you that you have to completely relax right now. But if you did completely relax, it'd be pretty nice, wouldn't it? Just imagine relaxing. And if you can't imagine it, just pretend to relax. It's funny because when you pretend to relax, all of a sudden you forget to pretend and you find yourself relaxed. As I count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way down, all the way down. And just breathe and just be. Hear the sound of my voice will go with you. And as you sit here listening to me, and as you go deeper, and as you feel that change, just the change in your physiology, just the change in how you were before we started this, you just let yourself go. Whatever's going on in your life, just let it go. And be back in that place where you felt so much calm and comfort in your life, wherever that was and whenever that was. Just go back there now and just remember what you saw there. Who was there with you? Maybe you were by yourself. What did you feel that day? Just let yourself go. I want you to imagine that when you enter into this kind of state, you're entering into a new circle of confidence. And why is that? Because in this state, you are very safe, emotionally safe, even physically safe, because your body is relaxed and inflammation or pain that you might have been experiencing can just fade into the background. Your body has time to heal here. Your body has time to heal here. And just know that every single person listening to this right now has their own hopes and their own dreams and their own fears and their own concerns and their own happiness and their own sadness. Just leave those things that bother you outside of this circle, this bubble of protection. Just imagine that you are safe and sound in a transparent bubble of protection. Remember that everybody has stages in their life as we grow from children to teenagers to adults into our old age. With each part of life, there's growth and there's change, there's more awareness, more acceptance. That as you grow from childhood to adulthood, you have to let go of old things that you used to believe in, old behaviors. And you begin new ones, you learn new ones. And acceptance is so important, acceptance of leaving some of those things behind. It's a time of growth and a time of change. And there are times when you need to accept. And it's time sometimes for new behaviors to replace old ones. New actions and a new confidence that as you grow from being a child to being an adult, you realize how much more you know than you ever did. And sometimes it comes through difficulty and sometimes through success. And yet you realize how much more knowledgeable you were than when you were 5 or 6 or even 15. Sometimes those new situations that we found ourselves in could be uncomfortable, and we had to go through growing pains. And sometimes they were exciting, like the first kiss or that dance or that new car that you got, moving to your dorm in college, graduating. Sometimes they were very exciting times. So you've all done this before. You've all done this. You've all let go of old, unhelpful things so that you could move on to your future. You have all let go of old, useless things, old behaviors, old fears, old thoughts, old limitations so that you could move on and embrace a new way of thinking. And sometimes that's all we need to do is embrace a new way of thinking. And new experiences can seem like an adventure to explore and enjoy. Maybe you don't meet situations like that. Maybe you don't feel like new situations are exciting and adventurous. Maybe you have some fear. But what would it be like Just imagine for a minute, what would it be like if you met new situations, new people, in a new way? That you encountered new situations as exciting and adventurous. You encountered new situations with a smile, with some excitement. You know you've done it before. You've been excited about new things, a new movie, a new car, a new experience, a new date, a new amount of money, a new trip. You've been there before. Lock into that right now. What's it like when you're excited about something new? And if it's been a while since you've been excited about something new, find that old thing. What would the next chapter of your life look like if you could write it yourself? As you transition from where you were before this session to where you want to be in the next chapter of your life, what would it be like? What would you put there? What would you create? What would you keep? What would you let go of? In a moment, I'm going to say the word relax 4 times, and each time I say the word relax, I want you to feel that. I want you to imagine that wave of relaxation that we mentioned before goes through your whole body, from the top of your head through your face, your neck and shoulders, your arms, your body, your legs, your feet. Every time I say the word relax, I'd like you just to go 10 times deeper to answer these questions, to have a more vivid and wonderful experience. The change. Everything about where you are oriented right now, and that orientation can begin to move in such a better direction as I say relax. 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 If you could write that next chapter of your life, can you imagine what it would be like to let go of all that old stress and nervous energy that you used to feel? What would it be like to be comfortable in a way you never were before? What if you could enter social situations with that same comfort? What would you do differently? What would that allow you to do? How would you feel about that? You just let go of all that old anxiety that was in the last chapter of your life, all that old stress, and this new chapter is a new you that embraces new situations with excitement. What would it be like? You don't have to do it right now. Just imagine what it would be like. And in this new chapter of your life, you saw an old friend. What does it feel like to see an old friend that you haven't seen in a long time? You get that wonderful feeling, that comfortable feeling. Maybe you have friends that you just pick up with after 20 years, 5, like no time has passed at all. What would it feel like? What would it be like in your life if you saw every new person as an old friend? We're never nervous around our friends. We feel good around our friends. You feel good around your friends. It's why they're your friends. What if you felt that same way about people you just now met, like that comfort of being with an old friend? What's it like to have a conversation with an old friend? It flows, doesn't it? It's someone you know and someone that you trust, and you invite them into your circle. What's it like to be with someone? Just think of a person now. Think of someone that you love and who loves you back. And maybe it's someone in your past, and that's okay. Or maybe you can think of any number of people you felt that way with. Just comfortable. Maybe there's just 1 or 2 in your life, and that's perfectly fine. When you see them, it's just like old times, like time never passes. Just imagine them right now. Just imagine them right now. Think of somebody in particular who you really love and who loves you back. Just remember that connection now. And as you're having this experience, you're going to realize how wonderful it would be to feel this way around every single person. No anxiety, no stress, just comfort and connection. How much calmer you would be. How much happier you would be. And you can begin to connect to the energy of that person calmly. And what if you could notice that same energy of talking to an old friend when you meet someone new? Like that connection was already established. You'd feel so much better. Just remember how relaxed you can be with an old friend. You don't have to think. You don't have to worry. You just connect and converse. What would happen when your unconscious mind begins to apply that now to every single person that you meet? Imagine how nice every interaction would be. How comfortable you would be. Parties would be so much more fun. Meetings would be energizing. Social situations be more interesting. From this point on, I want you to feel that same comfort in every social situation as you do with someone you love as much as they love you. Trust your unconscious mind to protect you from anyone that is dangerous. You're going to know. Not everybody is your friend, and your unconscious mind will protect you from those people. Simply calmingly putting distance between yourself and them, and feeling confident that you're doing the right thing. Your unconscious will connect you to the right people. Your unconscious will allow you to feel at ease. You can see yourself in various situations, just like at a movie or driving or working or going out to dinner, attending a party, in relationships. Experiencing your life as you are perfectly comfortable with yourself and who you are. And imagine shaking hands with a new person and feeling that wonderful connection from this point forward, that whenever you shake hands with a new person or whenever you see them on a screen and a Zoom call, you can remember to feel this calm, confidence, and begin to be curious and wonder who this person is. And you can say to yourself, this is a new adventure. This is a new person to explore. Be curious about what they are like. And every time you shake hands with a new person, every time you meet somebody new on a Zoom call, you be curious about who they are and where they come from. Have you ever really met a fascinating person? Have you ever met a really fascinating person? Begin to see everyone as fascinating. And notice how from this point on, that old anxiety that you used to have is simply fading and melting away. And realize that it's being replaced by this curiosity that comes, that draws you in and connects you to new people. Imagine how this will change every aspect of your life. Know deeply how this would make things so much better. How much more fulfilled you will be when you see new people in the same way that you see old friends. And sooner or later, you'll forget to remember that you ever felt anything differently. You don't really need to be aware of those changes. Just allow. Just experience. Just be present. That's right. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. And with each number, you'll come more and more awake, more and more back to the surface. And you'll bring this new way of thinking from your unconscious to your conscious mind. You'll just let it happen on its own. Let it integrate. That by the time I say 4, you'll open your eyes. And when I say 5, you'll come all the way back, allowing this to integrate completely into your conscious mind and your unconscious. Letting go of all that old social anxiety and feeling this curiosity that brings you toward people. Let it change in every fiber of your being. And be excited about seeing new people the way that you get excited about seeing an old friend. Allow those changes to happen deeply within your unconscious. And just allow it to happen. Will it to happen, and it will happen. As I count 1, 2, coming back to the surface.